welcome to Bish and Freddie's Absolute Ballocks podcast, a weekly occurrence where a Brummie and a Norwich fan pretend to be football experts. Freddie, how are you feeling today, son?
Oh, mate, I'm feeling brilliant. Yeah, of course.
And also today we are joined by our good friend Tom Cunningham, who has decided to come and level up the playing field football quality-wise, as he is a Liverpool fan.
I mean, I don't mean to disrupt the class system you've got going on here with mid-table / relegation battling
Mid-table? Mid-table,
I was
mate.
generous there. Maybe mid-table championship next season. Maybe.
Oh, dear.
Oh, brilliant. We've got plenty of topics to get through today, going from how no one in Sussex melts cheese on cheesy chips. Specifically, we are going to Lewis tonight to watch a specific player called Ollie Tanner, who potentially could be on a move to the Premier League. However, they have a consistent thing they like to do that isn't melting cheese on cheesy chips. So we're going to be talking about that today. We're also going to be talking about how Josh Sargent potentially scored goal of the season with a lovely scorpion kick.
No, not potentially. Let's not take the piss. Come on, that was not potential goal of the season. That was the goal of the season.
No chance. And then we're also going to be talking about Norwich winning 2 on the bounce, Wolves being unbeaten 6, and the best team in the Midlands. I don't care how many players you bring in Villa. Then we're also going to be talking about something that's very close to my heart. It's Tom's animosity towards Nelson Semedo.
Correct animosity.
It's not correct animosity.
No, come on.
It's been such a good right back all season.
He's not even the best right back from Portugal.
What do you mean? Who's the best right back from Portugal?
I mean,
then?
we can't slate Diego Dallo.
I think we got his name right. It's Diogo, isn't it?
See, I told you, we're not football experts here. We don't claim to be football experts. Yeah, we'll go on to talk about Ollie Tanner. We're also going to be talking about what's the go-to football pie, Kidderminster to Harriers Cup run, which is also a very close thing to my heart. And we're also going to be talking about the only serious topic I think on here is probably manager sackings between Watford and Everton. So we'll start today with that no one in Sussex melts cheese on cheesy chips. Freddie, you've had a lot of history with this one.
Oh, I'm going to name and shame football clubs here.
Go on then. Go on, hit them all.
Eastbourne Town, went there, obviously enjoyed a 5-0 win, or was 6-0 or something like that. But they do not melt cheese on their pissing chips, and it really, really fucking gets on my nerves, man. Like, honestly. I mean, just melt the cheese. You've got a microwave there. I can see it. I see your microwave cooking my dusty burger. so but they don't want to do it. And then we went to Haywards Heath because Bish writes for them.
Oh, what a team! What a team! Who's just sacked their manager? They're currently sat 4th.
Welcome to non-league.
Yeah, but they, I saw the chips. I saw cheesy chips an option. I got excited. And then I see it's already pre-grated. It's come out the tub, out the fridge, and he's sprinkling it on there. He's not melted it.
Have you been to any club so far this year, like this calendar year? So we're currently at Brighton Uni.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you been to any club this year that's melted the cheese on the cheesy chips?
No.
What's been the best? What's been the best cheese chips you've had? I mean, you haven't had a great standard so far. Let's be honest.
No, I think to be fair, probably shout out Lucy's Chips in Norwich Market.
Of course.
What do you mean, course?
Of course,
what else
the
am I
Norwich
going to
fan's
know?
going to pick up his own chips.
What else am I going to do?
Seaside kebab, mate. That's where you want to go.
Seaside kebab.
Kebab.
Actually, you know what, Tom? Speaking of your food, there was something you told us on the way here that you've only ever had one football pie.
I think that's disgraceful.
Down at Southend United, I was a hot dog guy. I was a hot dog guy.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not a pie guy, burger guy. Maybe I'll move on to pies, but I've got one pie since I've been down here, and I forgot to get gravy. I'm a rookie here.
Yeah, bloody hot dog. He loves a foot long.
To be fair, we are going to. I did say we are going to Lewis tonight, and that was where you had your football pie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You had your football pie at Lewis, and the gravy. They didn't give you gravy.
They didn't offer me gravy. I was there.
Well, I asked for gravy, and they put gravy on it.
I thought it was a given.
I asked for the it was a chicken. It was a lovely chicken and mushroom pie. They put gravy on it, and I had a bit of the mashed potato on the side as well. They didn't offer. Me and Freddie have been to Lewis twice now, I think, together, and they didn't offer. They didn't have mashed potato when we went. They only had gravy, and it was like glue. Honestly,
Oh no!
this stuff.
Honestly, this was like tarmac.
It was disgusting. Right, no, the pie was alright. I had the same chicken and mushroom pie. I do love a chicken and mushroom pie. We do need to talk about what the best pie in football
Yeah,
is.
that
Actually.
will get brought on.
I don't really have a conversation about that. I don't have an input on the pies.
I'm sure you can.
Well, you know different types of pie. You know, a chicken balti,
Well,
steak.
As James knows, I know pasta bacon. Okay.
He loves his pasta. He loves his Wembley pasta. No, but we are going to Lewis tonight, and hopefully they are going to supply us with mashed potato. Because when the last time we went to Lewis, they didn't supply us mashed potato for our pies when we first went. And then we saw someone walking past with mashed potato. Now, to say I went fucking mental is an understatement. It was honestly like, how long does it take to prepare a mashed potato?
No, it was a joke. You know, we saw him walking by with a mash, and I was fuming. It was
absolutely ridiculous. But I think talking about pies, we do need to go on to the topic of what's the go-to football pie here.
Well, I say steak because it's the only. There's no other answer.
You do think you're quite a football pie connoisseur?
Yeah, well, I'm right.
You did
because it's steak.
To be fair, at the Molineux, right? Wolves fan, I know.
At
the Molineux, they do a lovely chicken tikka pie.
How much for? What's the price saying?
It's about a fiver.
Is it big or is it?
It's a decent size.
What size pie are we talking? Are we talking wham pie here?
It's a decent size. It's about that big.
A pucker pie?
It's about that. I'm not sure if it's pucker pie, to be honest. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not recording, so you're not going to be able to see the hands I'm putting up. The size to size reference.
Put his hands up.
How big do you reckon? How big do you reckon that is? That's a decent. I mean, it's bigger than one of your pasta bakes.
Feel free right up, mate.
Your disgusting pasta bake. No, honestly, the chicken tikka pie at the Molineux is absolutely lovely. However, they don't put the gravy on a chicken tikka pasta.
Well, no, because it's not.
Did I just say? I just said the chicken tikka
pasta bake. He's living your pasta bake.
What's an idea?
It is rent free in his head.
Pasta bake.
That's my next idea. That's a franchise, right? That's $1 million idea.
We can make a franchise of tons of different pasta
Get me
bake
to Dragon's
ideas.
Den. Get me to
He will
Dragon's Den.
supply a brand new type of chicken tikka pasta bake.
Tikka
Revolutionary.
No,
realistically, you know, how spicy are we saying? Are we talking this is going to make me miss the second half by being on
out of 10?
No,
probably a 5. 5 or a 6. So
I can't do spice.
I know you can't. No, honestly, mate, we know you can't do spice.
He definitely gets Perry Tamer at Nando's.
I'm not even a Nando's eater. I'm not a Nando's eater.
Okay.
He gets He don't even get mango. He just gets it pure plain.
Completely off topic.
Yeah.
But Tom, how many times have you been to Nando's?
I've never been a Nando's guy. 0.
You've never been to Nando's. Right. Okay. Next podcast is going to be recorded in a Nando's. I'm going to force him to get very extra hot.
Super hot.
Extra hot butterfly chicken. But no, honestly, chicken tikka pie at Molineux is absolutely lovely. But the fact is, you don't need gravy in it because it's quite a moist pie.
Well, yeah, it's going to have the curry sauce. If there was no curry sauce in it, I'd be upset.
That is true.
I'd say liquidate the football club.
Liquidate the Wolves for having a shit chicken tikka
having
pie.
Your shit ticking fucking awful pie.
All right, Tom.
You know, we have pucker pies at Norwich because we are a massive club.
Oh, come on.
We even have pucker sausage rolls.
Your pies are better than your football.
Well,
I'll back that.
Well, we'll move on to that later.
Okay. Yeah, we will.
Just saying, if you look at the last 10 games in the Premiership, Norwich would be 14th in the league.
We will talk about Norwich winning 2 on the bounce. But Tom, first, I'd like to ask. We have both said what our go-to pie is, but as a guy who has not experienced a football pie, a good football pie, for that matter, because you didn't even have fucking gravy on it.
They have scouse pies.
Scouse pies.
If you've seen that on Footy Scran, I feel for you.
Footy Scran. Oh, honestly,
scouse.
Whoever set that up.
Honestly, whoever set that up. Oh, can I buy shares, please?
Honestly, it's so good, isn't it? Honestly,
no, it's ridiculous.
It's like the things they come up because they even do like ones from America. That you've got people like football fans all over the fucking world.
Yeah, I know.
Like tweeting their
Norway
football. Honestly,
exactly,
it's ridiculous. But I mean, I must say the ones in America are really over the top.
Well, no, it's like
milkshake.
It was like. Did you see that one where it was like hot dog with like cereal in it?
Cereal.
Yeah, literally. You know what? Where's my phone?
Right, grab your phone out.
Honestly, if anyone wants to visualise this, just go on Footy Scran.
What Footy Scran? What club is this?
Oh, it I think it was at some tin pot MLS
Chicken
team.
pie with a side of Frosties. You know, what is this?
Nah, look, you know what? We'll find it.
Come on, you.
Well, I've just gone on here. I'm having a look. First thing I see is chicken bites and chips with curry sauce at Newcastle.
How much is that?
£6.
That's a good
That's
See,
not
if you look-
bad.
if you look
Let's
at
have a
that-
look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. That's pretty. That
Tell
looks
you
pretty
what.
good to be
Yeah,
fair.
if you look at that, I mean, you can just go on Footy Scran's Twitter.
I mean,
and then the very next thing, a Norwegian one. They've got a sausage in a waffle, equivalent of £3.
Is that euphemism?
Oof.
Really, Tom?
Hey, we're only one episode in. But yeah, look at that. Like that's £3.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It looks like shit.
It does.
It looks pretty crap, to be honest.
Well, if we have a look at the voting here, there's been 8,600 votes, and I can confirm that 56% rate it as Scran.
56 people are fucking idiots.
No,
That's
just
what they are.
56% of 8,000 people think that is Scran.
How much? 56%? What's that? 4,000?
Just
Bad maths.
about
5,000?
Just four to about 4,500.
It might be nice once you eat it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm just.
Doesn't look easy on the eye,
I might
does
have to
it?
look up Footy Scran.
Footy Scran MLS. Honestly, like that. The Footy Scran MLS food is an entirely new concept in itself.
Yeah.
Literally,
Well, I mean, we all know what they eat there.
size-wise, it outweighs English food. I'm not going to say it's better because personally, I'd rather have a chicken tikka pie from the Molyneux than a hot dog waffle or whatever that was.
Oh, I can't find it. We're gonna have to. Hang on. I might have to just sit here.
You're gonna have to sit. You're gonna have to sit here and wait. Right, Tom. You haven't said what your go-to pie would be yet.
No, I'm a basic man. Very basic. Just a chicken pie will do me.
Just a chicken
Just
pie?
A chicken
No
pie,
chicken and mushroom
gravy.
pie?
You can chuck a bit of mushroom in there if you like, but
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
eat-
good
I'll-
for you, Lewis. Do that.
Well, yeah,
They
tonight I will be there buying exactly that. I will ask for gravy this time.
It'll give us a pie review next week.
Yeah, you can follow us on our socials as well. We're on Instagram and we're on Twitter, and that should all be.
We're on TikTok as well.
We're on TikTok as well, and we'll probably do a TikTok for tonight's game at Lewis. We'll post Tom's food on Twitter and probably Instagram, and we'll also show you Freddie in the queue to get a pint of cider because he's sad.
And some cheesy
Oh,
chips.
oh, come on. No, I'm not having cider slander, man. It's a joke. Cider is a lovely drink
It's
that
just-
tastes nice.
You know, you need a Guinness every now and then.
So, well, he says swigging a can of fucking cider.
You've got no. I'm
Exposed.
talking a lot here, boys. Come on, you've got to give me a break.
No, oh, hang on. No, I've just found... Right, it's not the one,
Yeah.
but I have found food from Chicago Fire.
Okay, let's have a look.
It's ice cream nachos.
Ice cream.
I tell you what.
That's $10.
Okay, how much?
Would
doesn't
you be
look
paying
great.
$10?
No.
What's the conversion rate currently?
$10, probably
£7.
£7, yeah.
Something
£7.
like that.
So what?
Something like that.
What was that?
Newcastle
chips and
one,
Newcastle
£6.
curry that's. I mean,
Yeah, I'd rather have
would I
Newcastle.
eat it? It looks like it would make me throw up. I'm
Looks
not going to lie
sickly,
to
yeah.
you.
Looks
Yeah,
sickly.
it does look little bit interesting.
Looks
to be
very
perfectly
American.
honest.
A very, like that.
Very
That's
American.
kind of a stereotype, isn't it, there, Tom?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
well,
it's
But I know,
Very
I know what you
American.
mean, though. That's the thing. I know
yeah,
exactly what you mean.
extremely American food, to be perfectly
Extreme.
honest.
That is really over the top. But is that the same with all their sports, or is that just football?
Probably worse with
Just
NFL.
Footy Scran doesn't do American football, does it?
No, it does. Yeah, well, no, it doesn't do that.
'Cause
It goes for soccer.
I was about to say because I saw something come on Twitter, come up on Twitter for it was American. It said Chiefs. Now I don't know if there's a Chiefs
There might.
MLS team.
I thought that was
I don't-
hockey.
Yeah, no, I don't know actually.
Don't know
That's
who they are.
It's interesting, realistically.
Because I kept up with the MLS for a few seasons. I mean, I don't know why. I was just following Dallas for a significant amount of time just because I got bored. But no, I don't remember a Chiefs being. I know there's like
Kaiser Chiefs?
Kaiser Chiefs
Kaiser
is South
Chiefs
Africa.
is South Africa, yeah.
I know because
Right, okay.
Safiwe Shabalala used to play for them.
Oh, you're
South
bringing
Africa.
back.
Oh my
Shabba
god.
labba labba labba.
Shabba.
Shabba labba labba.
Is that Gaming Lemon reference?
Gaming
Yes!
Lemon. Mate, honestly.
Yes, Freddie.
Mate, I re-watched his FIFA 13 Lemonators.
Lemonators
literally
FC?
yesterday.
Oh,
Lemonators FC.
wow.
If the Gaming Lemon does stumble across this, know that Shabba labba labba labba.
We love you, Brad Lemon. Honestly, what a guy! Like that series was like that was underrated.
Honestly, when he didn't do it in FIFA 14, I was furious.
I know,
he did
he-
it in FIFA 15, but it weren't the same.
He's a Fulham fan, yeah?
He is a Fulham fan, yeah.
Something like that.
Speaking of Fulham, actually, what is it, 17 goals in 3 games?
Something along those.
They'll come back up though, and they'll do absolutely shite, and then go back down again. The cycle will continue. Mitrovic will score about 28 goals. Come in the Prem, 0.
No,
Just
I mean,
continue.
speaking of Mitrovic and 28 goals, he's got 27 at the minute. They still have about 20 games left to play. And the
Hasn't he only played like 26 games as well?
Yeah, the league record is 31. He literally needs 5 goals to tie a record, and he's
Jesus
got
Christ,
half the
that's
season
ridiculous.
left to do it.
That's
The man is. I've never seen a more championship merchant in my life.
It's as if he needs a league in between the Premier League and the Championship.
Where Bournemouth, Norwich, and Fulham go.
Yeah, you
basically.
can go down
No,
there.
you're-
With
you're stuck there,
hey,
mate.
we're out the relegation zone now.
yeah,
aren't we?
for
No,
now.
we
But
are.
what
We
is
are
it?
massive.
Burnley have 2 more games to play, or something,
No,
or 3.
Oh, and I hope Burnley go down,
4.
please.
I
Burnley
think
can go
every,
down.
I think every football Premier League. I think every football fan. I mean, you could go down to the Isthmian Northern Division, and they'd hope Burnley would go down.
No,
Not a fan of
Burnley are.
No slander towards Burnley fans, but they're just
No
they're-
slander towards the
their
fans.
football's just very negative. It is, isn't it?
You're just really boring.
I mean,
It
their
is.
striker's now Ashley Barnes without Chris Wood. And what is Ashley Barnes without Chris Wood? It's
Chris-
like,
Chris
it's like
Wood
having
is
a hand without Dick. It's pointless, really.
Put your hands down.
No, I mean Ashley Barnes. He ain't half bad. I mean, have they still got Jay Rodriguez?
Oh,
Is he
they
still at
have, they
Burnley?
have.
I thought Jay Rodriguez. Where was Jay Rodriguez before?
Southampton.
Southampton had injury
Played
problems.
at the Baggies as well, didn't Jay Rodriguez?
He did play at the Baggies, yeah.
On loan, maybe? Was it loan?
No,
or
he was.
something?
I think he was at the Baggies for a couple of years.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
then he went to Burnley or something.
But no, it's just Burnley's football is just really, really negative. But speaking, you were talking about good strikers there.
Oh.
You know exactly where I'm going now.
Oh yes.
You know exactly
We
where
all
I'm
know
going.
that the American Ginger is the best striker in this league.
He looks like Johnny from Hotel Transylvania.
Oh
you do realise.
yeah, no, it's like I've shown you the photo of him because he missed West Ham for being a dad, and there was all these Hotel Transylvania memes with the son being born and all this. It's absolutely hilarious, to be perfectly honest.
The thing is,
But-
I went to the West Ham game. Like, I'm not a Norwich fan at all. However, I now have a shirt,
Yeah.
which I'm disgraced by, which Freddie gave to me.
Oh, thank you. Nice to see the present was appreciated. Lovely.
No, I went to. Me and Freddie went to West Ham Norwich, and I was really disappointed that I didn't get to see Josh Sargent because that was one of the only reasons I did get to go. However, I saw the sudden pickup of Adam Eder,
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
who
What-
has suddenly began to spark in form. I think you'd say
Yes,
so, Freddie.
definitely. Yeah, I mean Adam Eder. He's been in our youth setup since 2015. So he's been here since a very young age. I think
Yeah.
he's only 19 or 20 now. So he's been here since teenage years, early teenage years.
Yeah.
And I've never rated him. never rated him, to be perfectly honest. I slated him, wanted him out on loan, wanted him sold at one point because I never saw what the club saw in him whatsoever. But his last 3 games, West Ham, he was the best player on the pitch. He hit the bar and
Yeah.
probably should have scored that shot. It was a brilliant effort.
Yeah.
Everton,
Class.
we got 2 goals in 2 minutes. He scored a lovely little finish past Pickford,
Yeah.
who is a shouting merchant.
Yeah.
And then
True.
game after against Watford, he causes an own goal. He causes problems, and
Now, to be fair, he really did cause that own goal. Let's be honest.
well, yeah, he definitely did. It was his whole pull, but he got the ball on the wing,
Yeah.
sent whoever the shit left back was
Yeah.
back to whatever shit tin pot club he joined from, and then he pulls it across. Kuka, who's on the pitch for 2 minutes, puts the ball in his own net. We're 3-0 up, and we win.
Like,
Because we're just that good at football.
we do need to talk about the Norwich Watford game because Josh
Yes.
Sargent's goal.
Oh.
Where do you think that ranks among the best goals?
Did
we've
he mean to
seen?
do it?
You know what? The thing is, at first, I saw him put it up. I personally thought he did not mean it. But the more you look at it back, it is obviously a very natural reaction to sort of put your foot up in that way. But
Yeah.
because of how he's played this season, majority of Norwich fans, including myself, did probably think, yeah, he's not meant that at all.
I thought we were going to hit the bar, to be honest. I
well,
mean,
it did hit
Yeah.
the
But
bar.
I thought it was going to
Yeah.
hit the bar and come back out.
Yeah, but obviously it didn't because it was the best goal this season.
So you think out of all the goals that have been scored so far
Well,
this season, you
look
think
at
it's
Sky.
ranked high?
Jamie Carragher's saying it's an incredible goal
Yeah.
and it's outrageous. You've got people on Twitter, like Matt Lucas, saying...
Matt
Look,
Lucas,
literally,
the
he put a
football expert,
keeper
Matt
in
Lucas.
I mean, you think we're football experts, Matt Lucas over here on Twitter.
Matt Lucas says if it stands, it's the best goal of the season.
I would like to point out, Divock Origi did score a similar goal
Yeah,
in
but it
the
wasn't in the
Cup, I
Premier
believe.
League.
Not that's true, actually.
Yeah.
And Divock Origi also scored against Wolves a very...
Oh, shut up.
last minute.
Tom,
So,
shut the
Honestly,
fuck up.
I've never wanted a player to join Norwich more in my life than Divock Origi.
For a while, same.
I love Divock Origi so much. I think he's a quality player.
Surprisingly, I don't.
Yeah. Well, anyway, back to Josh Sargent being the best. You know, he's Pulisic is a shit Sargent.
I can't argue with that.
What? How many scorpion kicks has Pulisic scored in the Premier League?
So you consider it best American in the league currently?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Oh, I don't care if Chelsea fan. You see, Matt Billett, I know you're listening.
Matt Billett.
I know he's listening, and I know he's going to come for me for saying this. But Pulisic is,
Injury
Pulisic
prone.
isn't a bad player. Definitely not a bad player at all. It's just Sargent has got more goals than him at the moment, and I rate an attacker's ability on goal scoring.
So
And
you don't rate
Sargent
Timu
has
Pukki,
scored. Of course, I rate Timu Pukki.
but he doesn't score.
He's got most goals for us this
Has he?
season.
How many goals has
He's
he
got 5, hasn't he?
Spot
5
on.
goals.
That's
got 5,
that,
yeah.
He scored.
He's got the same
he
amount as
scored-
Harry Kane and Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
track my statement.
Yeah,
then.
he's got. If we score 2 more goals, he's got 30% of our goals in the Premier League.
That's not impressive for another show.
Yeah. No. I mean, in his first ever Prem season, he scored 11 goals. He's got
Yeah.
the same amount of Premier League hat tricks as Ronaldo, and he did it.
Does he?
Yeah, when he's
Jesus, I
That's
didn't
just-
realise that.
that's
and
Torch
Ronaldo
from
even
Ronaldo.
came back. That's how shit Ronaldo is.
It's just a tin pot Timu Pukki.
No, but honestly, Sargent, much like Eder, slandered him like fuck. He missed an open goal against Brighton.
Yeah.
And
I remember that one.
Yeah, exactly. That went back home for that game, so that was nice coming in on Monday saying, "Oh, we drew 0-0." Oh, yes, didn't Sargent miss an open goal yet?
Well, there's a decent few games you could have won this season.
Oh yeah, the Wolves game against the 0-0.
Yeah.
How didn't we win? I think.
don't know.
Man
Man
United.
United's the one for
Man
me.
United as well. We should have got a point minimum.
So
I thought
we should have
were
done that
robbed.
for, like second game in the season as
Yeah.
well. Man United at that
A lot
point,
of sides should have
A lot
done.
of sides should have beaten.
We
United.
were robbed of minimum a point. And I think as well, some other games we should have won. I mean, we've just Burnley 0-0. We weren't very good, but we had chances. Brighton we probably should have drawn, maybe won, but Malpay missed a sitter as well. So
Yeah.
it's very fair on that point.
If
but
you had Dean Smith since the start of the season, where do you reckon it should be?
15th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
you'll
just
be
about to say-
surviving.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
we'd be in a comfortable spot for Norwich standards anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't be bottom 3.
No, we wouldn't be. We wouldn't have been looking at getting out the relegation zone for the first time in 55 game weeks.
55.
Jesus.
55.
But still, I think Dean Smith. I think the job he's done obviously is fantastic. He's won. I think he's probably got a higher win percentage in the Premier League as an Norwich manager than Farke, definitely. But I think in total Farke won like 5 Premier League games,
including against Man City, though.
Yeah,
So-
but that Man City one, it's become so much less relevant as time has
Yeah,
gone on.
she went
which I
down
hate to
anyway.
say. Yeah, exactly. We finished rock bottom and went down with an embarrassment. And obviously, even when he was here this season, he won 1 game. I think Dino's won 4 games as Premier League manager with Norwich. I think Farke won 5 or 6.
He was far too nice, Farke.
He was.
He was a manager.
He was a lovely
you
guy.
could beat him.
Yes,
easily.
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yes,
very
man.
much
Yes,
a
man.
yes man. It's literally the Everton game we lost 2-0.
Yeah.
Farke literally, I remember saying it to Big Man Owen at the start of the year.
Big up Owen.
Big up, of course, leader Owen. We know he's listening.
An Everton fan.
He definitely is as well. That's the thing.
No, yeah, I remember saying to him, Farke, every game it was Farke saying we must show respect to the opponent.
Yeah.
And how are we meant to show respect when we hadn't won a game all season at that point?
Yeah.
What respect are you showing?
Mm-hmm.
What, do you want to get down on all fours?
There was a point where I was saying I didn't think Norwich would win a game at all in the Premier season. I genuinely believed you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I could not see a game
True.
you could have won.
And now we've got 4 wins, and they were all back to back. And that was those back to back wins, Southampton and Brentford. They were our first, I think, back to back wins in the Premier League since 2016.
Yeah.
And I think it was the first time we come from behind in a Premier League game to win in, I think it was nearly 60 attempts.
Yeah.
which, or 40 attempts or something stupid like that. It says a lot what Dino's done. It's ridiculous. That Watford win Friday night was our biggest away win since 1993.
1993.
In the Premier League, since we had beaten Everton 5-1.
Oh, of course it was Everton.
And you remember that one. Efan Akoku scoring 4. But no, I mean, yeah, Dino has been unbelievable. He really has been fantastic.
I mean, the thing is, we started this podcast saying we're not football experts. This has been very educated.
Because we know our stats. We all look at Twitter. We know our stats.
I spend my life on Twitter, guys.
We know Tom writes all the time about football.
This man sat in between me and Freddie right now is a writer for the non-league paper. He's been offered jobs. He's been offered rights.
He writes the last word on sport. He knows what he's doing.
Honestly, it's ridiculous the amount of stuff you write for. How many different writing things have you done?
What, in general or right now?
How many people have you got on
strings right now?
Publishers are you writing for right now?
Right now it's only Flash Score, the paper, and
Last Word.
But occasionally I'll jump on Redmen TV.
Yeah.
If I've got something going on, they can have that. And if we go to a local non-league game, I'll try and get
free tickets
paper,
to try and get in.
Which I did try. I tried to tonight.
Speaking of that, he tried to get free tickets into Lewis this evening, which I am going to go back onto. I'm going to go back.
We will be speaking about Lewis's game tonight.
It's a good link as well. We've just been talking about Norwich as well, and we're going to talk about Lewis. We're going to be talking about Ollie Tanner.
My God, what a player!
We're going to be talking about Ollie Tanner. But yeah, Tom tried to get into the Lewis game for free this evening by claiming he was part of the press team.
Well, no, I have. Right, the story goes. There's another team that I've covered before, Lancing, and I managed to get a ticket for that because I was covering the game for someone. So I emailed them yesterday. I said, any chance you cover these? And I thought, okay, if she says yes, I'll get in for free. Sound. No, they don't cover Lewis, unfortunately. So I was going to have another crack and use the non-league paper coverage, but no, there's no point now. I've paid for my ticket. We're still going.
Yeah, of course.
Right, so speaking of Lewis, we've just spoke about Norwich. Ollie Tanner.
Oh, my God.
Freddie, thoughts? Ollie Tanner.
He is very good. He's very...
For the league he's in,
very
honestly.
Good. He was at Bromley, who are in the National League Premier. He's dropped down 2 divisions to come to Lewis.
Yeah.
And you can tell that he should be playing 2 divisions above. He is absolutely brilliant. He's been linked with moves to Watford and Norwich. He shouldn't go to Watford. Has he linked?
A couple links with Spurs as well. Unlikely, but Spurs.
I mean, the thing is, the funny thing about Ollie Tanner is the last time me and Freddie watched him was absolutely appalling as he 2-footed the Potter's Bar. Potter's Bar right back.
We went to Lewis Potter's Bar. Lewis are they're 4th at the minute or 3rd.
They've scored the most goals in the league or something.
They're a great team. They're a fantastic team. And they're playing Potter's Bar, who are 17th.
Something like
that. They lose
5-1. Yeah.
We left at 3-0.
Three screamers as well.
Absolutely unbelievable
unreal
goals. Stupidly good goals. If you look up Lewis Potter's Bar, you'll be able to find the highlights. And then Ollie Tanner, he never got the ball. But every time he got the ball, you felt as if something was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, those type of players are always key to any side. I just
Darmatro.
Josh Sargent. Go on.
Is this where I should say Takumi Minamino or something? Just
no,
match the level.
See, honestly, he's
I can't
got
be
us
saying
both.
Salah now.
He's got us both. We could sit here all day. He's got us on every single position on the pitch.
But like Ollie Tanner, do you think he'd play for Norwich at all?
Well, with how we promote youth. And we've got a massive emphasis on getting youth into our first team. We've seen Adam Eder, Ben Godfrey, Jamal Lewis, Max Aarons, Angus Gunn as well. Although, he wasn't really in Norwich's youth setup, but his dad was a big part of Norwich and all that sort of stuff. Brian Gunn and all that bollocks. But no, I think Ollie Tanner as well. We've had Jonathan Rowe recently been promoted to the first team. There's been loads of players signing first team contracts, like Tom Dickinson-Peters, who's one of the top scorers in the Premier League 2 division, which is the under-23s division. Great player. We've also got Abu Kamara, who's banging them in for fun as well. But I think if Ollie Tanner did come in, I could definitely see him getting in the first team. If he puts in impressive performances, he would get called up. We have got a big emphasis on promoting youth.
It's an important decision for him to make, though.
Yeah,
really important.
No matter
most important in his career.
What are you looking at? What are you smiling?
I'm sorry, but I don't mean to interrupt, and we're going to talk about Wolves in a bit.
Yeah.
But Wolves are reportedly offered to take Julian Alvarez. You know, the player who's currently about to go to City. The
Yeah, from
Argentinian,
River Plate.
Yeah. Apparently, we are offering to take him on a season-and-a-half loan.
Have you got a source for us?
I'm gonna. You know what? I'll get back to you
No,
on that.
Head
come
on to
on.
it. We want to see
What's
the
the
source. Come on.
what's the source? Number 1 Wolves fan account.
Ole via Sport Witness.
No, let me see that.
Come on.
Go on, there you go. What do you think of that?
Right. I've never heard the source before. I mean, I don't want to slander anyone, but I won't be over reliant on it myself.
Okay.
It might happen still. Who knows?
It's not true
but-
unless Big Fabrizio's.
Yeah, unless
got it.
Romano's
that's
saying
right.
it, or
If
the Athletic.
Fabrizio's saying it, then you can start.
I tell you what, actually, speaking of Wolves, you know our new signing, Chiquinho, right?
Yes.
No, don't know him.
Neither did I. But
Oh, shock.
yeah, neither did I. Portuguese right winger. Where'd he
course.
come
Again, shock.
from? Shock. Yeah, Portuguese. I know. Funny joke. And he started for our under 23s last night.
Who are you playing?
Sunderland.
Oh, that massive club.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, he picked up a knock.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Was it a bad one or?
I don't think he had to go off.
Right. Okay.
Oh, dearie me.
Will he replace Adama Traore?
Darmatro is not looking like going
He's not.
No.
Well, how long has he got left on his contract?
until the end of the season.
So either you get rid of him now for 20 mil,
or you
he's
sell
going.
him on a free
Or
to
he's going
some
at the end of the
random
season.
club.
Because we upped his price. We've upped his price. You
Oh.
know he's performed really well in the last 2 games. We added 5 mil to his price.
25 mil. That's
No,
what you paid.
30.
20.
30.
30. It
million.
was
I'm
25.
sorry, 30 million.
30 million.
I'll take him for that.
30 mil for a guy who can't cross the ball.
30 million for a guy who runs in a straight line.
Look, he has a similar impact to Andy Carroll, where not height-wise, where it's something different off the bench.
That might be the weirdest.
No,
Andy
if you,
Carroll and
if you let me go
Darmatro.
into it, right?
Okay,
so-
Tom, come on.
Right,
Hit
so
us with what
you have
got
Andy
here.
Carroll on the bench. You bring him on for something different. Lump the ball forward. He can knock it down, cause issues. You bring Adama Traore on. He's a chaos player. He'll run up. He'll do something different to everyone else.
Yeah.
That's the only similarity you've got between the two players, really. But
yeah,
that's
I
about
guess.
it. Unless
Then-
Traore starts heading goals in for fun. Then
He's got a good
Actually,
leap on him.
speaking of Andy Carroll, those 2 disallowed goals against Fulham.
you've got to allow him. You've got to allow him.
Absolutely
Oh, yeah.
stupid.
ridiculous.
Unbelievable goal. I mean, I don't know what he's doing that far offside anyway, but they are gorgeous goals. I mean, my God. You know, how old is he now? 37?
No, he can't be 37.
Should we have a quick?
Well,
should we have
yeah,
a
exactly. If we
quick
look
check
this
on
all
that?
up, Andy Carroll, he's got to be 30 odd, isn't he?
I mean,
He
James,
must
you had us
be.
convinced that Connor Cody was 25 earlier.
What do you mean? I never said that.
Oh,
what are you on
no.
about? He is 33.
There
Right.
is not. I'm sorry. Andy Carroll's 33.
Yeah, he's got plenty. He's
The
still
guy's
young and
been
sprightly.
playing for about 15 years. How young was it? It's like, what's his name? Like that Foster Caskey bloke from
Oh,
Charlton.
yeah.
He's only about 25, but he's been playing football for like 11 years.
He's been playing since he was 14.
Oh, God.
You want to track that?
No, I mean, if I look him up, where is he?
I hope I haven't got my maths ridiculously wrong there.
No,
but I think that's correct.
you are right.
14, yeah,
More or less.
something
Yeah,
like
Jake Foster Caskey. I think he still.
What a
plays
name.
I think he still plays for Charlton.
It's a footballer's name I've ever heard one.
It is a fantastic name.
that. So's James Bishop, but you know.
Oh, come
Bit
on.
unfortunate.
Whose name would that happen to be?
mate. Actually,
Says the 5'7" goalkeeper.
Oh,
I'm 5'10".
Oh, he's got you there. You know, I'm just looking at some of the fixtures for games today, and there's,
Yeah, what we
there's
got?
one that's caught my eye here.
What we got?
It's the African Cup of Nations. It's Morocco against
Oh,
Malawi.
Morocco.
They-
Maldini. He's so good. He's so good. And he's got an inform on FIFA. You should see my FIFA team. It's unreal.
Speaking of so good,
Yeah.
we talk about AFCON.
Yeah.
It has been so good.
AFCON has been
So many
absolutely
moments.
brilliant.
Such a... I can't even call it a shit show because that'd be disrespectful.
I know.
You
I mean,
it's
I had a
been
bit of a, I had a bit of a stupid moment before getting on the bus to come to the studio. I know, first episode podcast studio. We're going up in the world. I had a bit of a stupid moment that I didn't realise it was on TV.
Mainly because the coverage has been absolutely shite by
It's
Sky.
been awful, hasn't it?
No, it has been.
It hasn't been advertised.
Yeah,
No.
they've just recycled the same pundits that don't know anything about African football.
Yeah.
When they had the chance to get experts in to start their careers, it just sums up Sky football a little bit.
Yeah.
right
You
now, to be
know, I'm
honest.
just saying, there's three pundits here.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
We all know our stuff about Morocco.
Yeah,
Clearly, obviously.
I could talk for days about
I know
Roman
Yusuf
size.
En-Nesyri is a decent player.
Sevilla forward.
Very good
player.
Very good player with Sevilla.
But no, but like...
I know Adel Tarabt.
No, but we can talk about the goalkeeper from
last
night?
Comoros
Yes.
last night. Cameroon
That's it.
2, Comoros 1. Comoros getting a red card, and they didn't even have a first team goalie. They stuck the left back in goal. And Tom
taped up his top.
Yeah, taped up his top.
What number did they tape on the back? It was number 3 or something.
Yeah, they
like that.
taped up number 3 on the back of his shirt.
Like, why don't you just give him the goalkeeper shirt?
Probably weren't fit him. They probably didn't have another one or whatever.
Yeah.
So
That's what. Like, okay.
But at the end of the day, it is Comoros. Where
Yeah.
even I know. Well, obviously it's in Africa, but where?
That's true.
Where is Comoros?
You got a point.
it's some underdog story though, making out of the group.
Yeah,
you
getting
know,
to the round in their first ever tournament as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's great from them, you know.
But we do need to. Actually, we're going completely off top. Like, this is not in our topics. We've
it
started talking about the
doesn't
African Cup
matter.
of
We're only
Nations.
35.
Exactly.
We've got another hour. to
Exactly.
kill.
It's amazing. But the thing is, we need to talk about who's winning the African Cup of Nations.
Oh, that's a very good question.
Who's winning it? Tom, I'm going to come to you first. Go on.
Morocco. Roman
Yes.
size. Now I think Algeria, they're out.
Algeria are
the
out.
holders are out.
Yeah.
Are Egypt out?
No, but they might as well be. It's only so much. Salah can do.
Tom wants them out.
Yeah, if they can hurry up. No, it doesn't matter now. Actually, there's a 2-week break. Salah's coming back either way from
Oh,
it.
yeah.
so
Oh yeah, of course, because
everyone's going
there's no Premiership football this week, and then
No.
next week's FA Cup.
It's
Is
the
No,
winter
that's true.
break,
Yeah.
I believe. So Navigator's already out.
Yeah.
Sadio Mane. I don't even know.
It's the best football player in the world. But so you reckon Morocco?
Yeah, I'll say Morocco.
Ready?
I reckon Gambia.
Ooh, so
Gambia.
Outside shout.
Very outside shout. They've got some good players. They've got Barrow, who I believe used to play for, Reading.
Yes.
Very good.
That's
player.
unfortunate.
He's had a good tournament so far, and Gambia have looked like underdogs. They beat I believe Mali. It was Guinea, I think, in the round of 16. They beat them 1-0.
Yeah, Navigator's team.
And you know, yeah, they're in the quarterfinals. They're very much an underdog, because when you compare them to the likes of Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Morocco,
Of course.
and all the other teams that are still in this tournament, and
Yeah.
Burkina Faso as well. And by the way, Burkina Faso, their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Let's talk about his acrobatics.
Oh, yeah.
In the wrong
that
sport.
is
He's in the wrong
yeah.
sport.
I mean, I have been working on my agility a bit, so after 6-a-side on Thursday, I will be pulling out a few of those backflips. I guarantee.
When he only concedes 4 for the second
hey,
week running.
Hey, it was our first game. I had a quality game. I made so many saves. It was
So
unreal.
we're not going to talk about the third goal then.
Shut up. That's really unnecessary. Right, we're going to have a look at... I've got the knockout stages
actually, you know,
up here.
Bish, you've asked us both. Who do you think is winning AFCON?
Do I really need to say?
Either Morocco all day long.
It's going to be Morocco. I've got no doubt.
Roman size.
Roman size. He's so good.
Roman, I love you.
Oh, he's so good. He's got in form.
Ram me, Roman.
Rammy Roman. Oh my god.
Roman, I love you.
Right, I've got the knockout. Shut up now.
Right,
I've got
so
I've got the knockout stages up. So in
we're in like round of 16, nearing quarterfinals now, I think.
yeah, so our first quarterfinal, we've got 2 quarterfinals set and ready to go.
on
We've
then.
got Burkina Faso versus Tunisia,
Oh, actually, I forgot about Tunisia.
and we've got
No.
Gambia versus Cameroon.
Oh, that's a big game for the Gambia.
Yeah, and then the round of 16s we've still got to play are Ivory Coast, Egypt,
Oh, that's going to be a cracker.
Egypt are getting absolutely smashed.
Morocco versus Malawi,
Oh, that's got to be a win for Morocco.
Yeah.
Senegal, Cape Verde.
So Mane's might go through.
Yeah,
Mane,
could still go through.
I don't know who. Cape Verde, you know, they could miss another sort of underdog story, really.
And then we've got Mali versus Equatorial Guinea.
The thing is, Mali have got some good players. They've got Hassina Traore from Stade Rennes. He's dropped his phone.
I'll just go down there, get that
Yeah,
one.
no, but yeah, Mali have got Hassina Traore from Stade Rennes. Very good right back. He's got a good card on FIFA.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, he looks like he's promising. He's had a decent season with Stade Rennes. Very quick yet physical right back.
I would like an underdog story.
So would I.
I'd love an underdog story, especially at AFCON, which isn't getting, obviously, like we said, the coverage isn't necessarily there. I mean, I know very little about African teams anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just be a big like fuck you to Sky if some
Yeah,
big
it
story
would,
happened.
Yeah, it would
100%,
be.
literally.
I think it should happen realistically. You know, some of the big teams out. You know, Algeria, the current holders, Nigeria out as well.
Yeah, they
Which,
got
you know,
knocked out.
Nigeria-
Tunisia.
when you look at not Algeria. Well, even if you look at their team and you look at Nigeria's team on paper, Nigeria got a decent side.
They do, don't they? Yeah.
You know, like they've got the likes of
Iwobi.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
I know, but like
Iwobi's not a bad player.
Yeah, it's an established player, Everton player. That's his quality, really.
Yeah, that's all he's got, really.
Yeah,
but no, I get what you mean.
Well, they all think Anthony Gordon's the second coming of Christ. I can confirm him at Norwich. What a fucking wanker! honestly, this guy. I'm sorry to Everton fans listening and my vulgar use of language.
Sorry,
but honestly, beep him out. But honestly, this guy, he went down easier than. He went down easier than
Kim Kardashian
someone
on a Tuesday.
Honestly, he went down easier than someone going local brothel. Honestly, Brandon Williams, I think he's still got him in that back pocket. And honestly, he was moaning and moaning. Honestly, it felt like you were watching under 15 play football.
Really? Is
honestly,
that bad?
he went down. He was crying like a fucking bitch. It was just so honestly. He was moaning and moaning. He thinks he's some big thing because he's young and English and he's had the odd good performance.
He was booked for diving against us in the derby.
Exactly. He's a wind up. Honestly, and I've never seen a player look more scouse.
I was going to say that. He looks incredibly scouse.
I'd be honestly, you'd probably see him down the local Liverpool police station.
Yeah.
Big puffer coat on, shank in hand. Hello there, mate. Hello, my name's Anthony. I'm a dyer.
You want a Snickers, lad?
You want a Snickers, lad?
You want a Snickers, lad? No, but we do need...
for lad.
we do need to say in the Ivory Coast Egypt game, one of the big boys is getting knocked out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an Uber back from a station one time. The Egyptian driver, I was asking him about how good Egypt are, and he said you can expect Salah back soon. So
really?
I don't see Egypt getting far against Ivory Coast.
I mean, his back must hurt, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we all know Salah is the based on current form this season,
best in the world.
He is the best in the world. There's no doubt. Lewandowski was robbed.
I'm glad we can all agree on that. Like, I'm sure that would spark up a lot of debate.
No, but it is true. Though.
But it is true.
It shouldn't be.
It
shouldn't be a debate. Obviously, there's incredible players at the minute. I mean, Salah. The fact he wasn't in the top 3 for Ballon d'Or was
the fact that he's not in the team of the year.
The fact Lewandowski didn't win it, I think, is criminal. I think he's deserved it last 2 years.
Messi shouldn't be in the team of the year. Can we agree on that?
No, Messi. We all know. No, I mean, 1 league goal. I'll bring it back to Josh Sargent. But the thing is, this is hilarious. You've got Josh Sargent, who has missed an open goal this season, has done pretty much naff all for 19, 20 games for Norwich.
Yeah.
He's got more league goals in the space of 20 minutes in this season than Messi has all season. I don't care if he's injured. It's Messi playing in an easier league.
Yeah.
La Liga, he was banging 30, 40 goals. In Ligue 1, he's got 1. He's playing against farmers.
And not enough conversations have been had about Messi's lack of form anywhere.
It really hasn't.
I agree
he's got more goals in the... it may be a bit of a weird point here. Oh, he's got more goals in the Champions League, and, maybe that's...
I've got a theory about
that. Opponent. Oh, go on then.
Because, so Barcelona obviously cared as his boyhood club pretty much.
Yeah. They built the team around him.
And he loves the club, so he's going to play and be committed every week. He goes to PSG, goes to his French league. Realistically, he doesn't really care.
No.
He's there for 2 years.
To be fair,
what's the one trophy he wants to win right now? Champions League. He doesn't care. They're going to win League 1 with or without him. So he's going to perform in the Champions League. League 1 is naturally not going to care too much. And I think this affects his performances. I think he'll retire at Barca.
You say League 1 like he's like knocking in 3 against Wigan every day.
I should use League 1.
That reminds me.
We're sophisticated.
That reminds me of when Accrington Stanley played Marseille in a pre-season friendly.
Yes,
Stanley
I remember that
2-1.
one.
Stanley won that game
2-1.
The amount of our League 1 versus your League 1 memes I saw was hilarious.
Absolutely
Big up
unreal.
Accrington Stanley, by the way. Who are they? Exactly. No, great. Yeah, but no, I mean, Messi. We all know he's a great player.
He'll retire at Barca.
Messi is the best player of all time.
Oh, with ease.
I don't know why you're looking at me with such shock.
No. I'm just you both agreed on that, and that's I agree with both of you.
Yeah, no. I mean, Messi. Oh,
Got a lovely little.
you see, now they're on the way to arrest me for my football opinions. But no,
on the way to arrest you for saying that Josh Sargent should have been in the team of the year over Messi. If Josh Sargent's getting in, Hwang Hee-chan gets in.
To be fair, actually, Hwang Hee-chan.
It's a shame he got injured at Brighton. I went to the Brighton
shame.
game.
Yeah, I was at that Brighton game as
He's
well.
still out as well. Is he still out?
Yeah, he's gonna be out longer than Pedro Neto.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see
bad
him back.
injury.
Pedro
Pedro
Neto,
Neto, very
looking
good
forward to
player,
him
but
coming
yeah,
back. And
I
Johnny's
think-
going to be back at the same time as well.
Oh, so
Our team
that's
gains
well.
2. I don't think he should start though. Ain't Nouri's been quality. And speaking of Wolves, we need to start going on to Wolves, I think, here.
Well,
because
no, come on, we're talking about serious football.
No, shut up. We've spoke about.
We've gone from talking about Sargent scoring scorpion kicks.
Need to talk about serious football. We spoke about no one in Sussex melts cheese on cheesy chips.
That's a serious topic. Say that to Parliament. Get into Parliament.
to Lionel Messi being a fraud.
No, right,
But
okay.
also being the best player in the world at the same time.
Behind Hwang Hee-chan and Josh Sargent. Right,
No,
Wolves.
yeah.
Wolves,
Yeah,
please.
we have to talk
Yes.
about the. We have to talk about these.
We've spoke about Norwich. We've spoke about Liverpool. It's my turn now.
Still, I mean, where are you?
Unbeaten in 6.
How many of them
Wow.
have been draws?
Right, we're going to get the league table up.
I'm sorry, a Wolves fan would know that.
They're about, I'm going to say, 8th? No, 7th.
We are 8. I know we're 8th, but I don't know how many fucking draws we got.
What in your 6 undefeated that you're banging on about?
I reckon about...
Oh no, not out of them. We've only got 1 draw.
Oh, all right.
And it was
There we go.
against
Yeah, that's what I was
Chelsea.
It was
asking.
against
How many-
Chelsea. It was
That's
0-0.
good.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. How many of your 6 undefeated were draws? 'Cause, I
yeah.
could, if we're going to talk about draws and things, I could say, we could look at any team in the
Yeah,
world.
only
that's drawn
only
6 in a
only
row.
one draw. Only one draw in those teams that we've beaten. We've beaten Brighton, Man United, Sheffield United in the FA Cup, Southampton and Brentford.
See, we beat Charlton in the FA Cup. Took us to the 80th minute to score.
We beat Shrewsbury, went 1-0 down though, so...
did, yeah.
Daniel
I'd
Ado.
worry.
No, Daniel Sudo.
We will be talking about the FA Cup as well.
Yeah,
little
that-
club,
yeah,
with
that
little
will-
club we'd like to talk about.
There is a certain National League North side.
Oh,
Who are they playing tonight? But we can't mention the club name.
tonight.
I think everyone will know who we're on.
Tonight they are playing against. I'm going to quickly
I think they're away from.
get
one
that
of the
down.
last
They
games.
are. They're away against Kettering Town FC.
Oh!
Kettering Town, which I'll be keeping up to date. But no, a
Yeah.
club very close to me,
Yeah, we'll keep-
within
well, anyway,
location
we'll go-
and
Yeah,
heart-wise.
We'll go back to Wolves now.
We'll start with
yeah.
Wolves.
We'll start with less serious. matters.
Less serious matters here. We do need to be talking about Wolves here because 6 games unbeaten. We have gone really under the radar this
Yeah.
year.
Again,
To be fair, yeah.
the focus has been on West Ham's form and teams around that area, but no one's mentioned Wolves and what Bruno Lage has done.
I think Wolves, they've had great seasons anyway. They usually finish around that sort of area. So I guess maybe it's a case of people expect them to be up there now.
Yeah.
It just could have gone either way. Like, you get rid of Nuno, and it could have either dropped off massively
Yeah.
or gone up. And no one really knew Bruno Lage or what he was
No.
about.
No, not
He's
at all.
come in and he's made them more exciting whilst keeping that defensive unit.
Yeah.
That's what's impressed
Yeah.
me the most.
Definitely.
They're on course for a push, top 6.
Yeah.
They could nick a place. They've replaced Leicester this season.
Well, the thing is,
Leicester, people don't talk about how bad Leicester
They've been
have
woeful. Brendan Rodgers
No
got
one-
a ceiling.
There's
That's
another
why.
team we should have beaten. We lost 2-1 to them, but we should have beaten them. We were better on the day.
oi, stop being so selfish. Wolves.
Oh, yeah.
Wolves time.
Yeah, but, we go on tangents. Yeah, but yeah.
No.
Well, anyway, back to.
We've
them
got
lot.
2 more games to play on West Ham,
Yeah.
and we're 3 points behind them.
Well, there you go.
A win and a draw gets
Straight away,
us.
they're fifth
Well, it
in the
gets us
league.
5th.
Exactly, fifth.
How many games you got in hand on United?
And then United are only what, 1 point?
United
ahead?
1, and however they've got 4 points ahead.
But they're gassed
Well, even
up.
if you win, what is it? 4 points ahead if you win.
They are. Yeah, 4. They're gonna. No, we're gonna be a point behind them if
Well, there
we
you
win
go.
our next game.
You see, you could even get top 4.
Yeah.
And with how poor United have been in some games,
Oh, they are woeful.
they've been better recently. No
Do you reckon?
doubt.
Do you reckon Tottenham or Arsenal are going to get top 4 this
I
season?
reckon out of
I say out of the
Spurs.
2, I'd
Spurs?
say Spurs.
Same.
I think Arsenal obviously had a great run of form, but they're in that. They're
I'm
in
assuming
that spot
we're
again.
replacing Chelsea here, right?
No.
No.
United right now, they'll drop out United. And
Okay, right.
naturally, they'll.
What about
mean-
what about Chelsea though? What do you
No, we
reckon?
know
They'll stay in.
we know Chelsea haven't been poor, but we know they've been poor recently. But
Yeah.
they've beaten Tottenham. It'll do something
Yeah.
for the confidence.
They're not that. There's not too much of a drop off. It goes obviously City, Liverpool, then
Yeah,
drop-off
Chelsea are
in Chelsea.
probably
Yeah, of course.
Chelsea are probably the best of the rest.
yeah, with ease.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no doubt. But
No.
But
No,
Spurs
no.
with their games in hand, they've got under Conte, Kane's Is he back scoring? I don't.
Well, we want to talk about players back scoring. We have to talk about Stephen Bergwijn.
Yes,
we have to talk
that
about
was
Stephen Bergwijn.
that game.
Cagliostro
Yeah.
Nucci made the biggest mistake.
Well, he's woeful. That's why.
Well, yeah, he is.
His fall off has been incredible.
We have to be honest. He weren't great against Chelsea. Bergwijn.
Yeah, he's not a great player.
No. Well, no one was good against Chelsea for Spurs.
True,
Really.
that's true.
I mean, Kane's goal getting disallowed was complete bollocks.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on. Like,
absolute
Thiago Silva
bollocks.
has gone down like a sack of spuds there.
Yeah.
You know, it is ridiculous how that goal got disallowed.
Like, that was just, honestly, he's hardly put a hand on his back and he's gone flying.
Yeah, but you know,
Tom Daly should take some fucking lessons.
You know, Thiago Silva's an experienced defender.
He knew he was in trouble.
knows.
He knew he was in
Silva
trouble.
knows how to
Yeah.
make it look like
Yeah,
he can
definitely.
get a foul.
But I thought, like, VAR.
Well, yeah,
can
VAR
VAR
should
not
look at
look
it.
at that?
They did, and well, there's no point with VAR with certain things anymore. To be
Yeah,
honest.
that's
We all
true.
know that.
Yeah.
It's about the refereeing quality.
Yeah.
No.
No matter what
Speaking
you've
of
got.
refereeing quality, shout out Mike Dean on Norwich Watford. Best referee
Oh,
performance I've seen in a long
100%,
time.
definitely.
Very good referee.
That was an absolute,
performance from the
like,
boy.
best refereeing performance of all season.
Probably,
Although
yeah.
it doesn't take a lot to.
Yeah,
To
it doesn't
beat-
take a
yeah,
lot to
yeah.
beat
How
English
bad.
refereeing
Yeah.
currently.
No, but I thought Mike Dean was very fair in his decisions. You know, when the floodlight went out, obviously he should have continued the game. Realistically, what is that?
I think someone's backing up a dump truck outside, and
Ah.
it's coming through the headset, which isn't great. I can't
Yeah.
lie to you.
Yeah.
But no, I do think. You know, obviously with the floodlight, I wouldn't have stopped the game. I thought the pitch was finally lit anyway. It didn't matter. But you
Yeah,
know,
it was
he
perfectly
did what he
fine.
had to do realistically. And you know,
It's not even that. It's just his decisions throughout the entire game.
Exactly.
How fair
He
he
was
was.
very,
just
very
absolute,
fair, you know.
absolutely
You
brilliant.
know, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
And he was fair with his decisions.
Ev-
You know, the red card on Dennis was a red card, even though no Norwich or Watford fan probably knew he was sent off.
He should have gone to AFCON, Dennis. Really.
He should. Well, Watford were the
They
ones who
blocked it.
denied him.
I would not be happy if I was.
And the
him.
thing is,
Oh,
it's
the
hilarious.
fuming.
I'm assuming you've all seen like all the Watford, all the Nigerian fans saying like, "Oh, we're going to place curses on
Yeah,
Watford,"
and ever since.
and they really have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, yeah. And speaking of that, Watford manager sacked.
Watford,
2 managers
yeah.
sacked in 8 days of a certain football club. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yep, Norwich
Because
have sacked 2 managers.
You see, I could be deluded here and say it's because we're so good.
No, it's because you're so bad. They're so
Exactly.
embarrassed
It's
to have
because-
lost that game.
Well, even so, you look at the state they were in anyway. Rafa was in a shocking state. He had to go.
Oh, yeah.
He probably should have gone before that
Agent.
game.
Agent Rafa did his job and left. Okay.
You
that's
were
the
loving
main
life while he was there.
Oh, it was great. That derby day. Oh, we smashed him. So good.
Ranieri was well. It's Watford. You
Yeah.
could go on. You could lose 3 games in a row, and they'd probably.
And they'll have
him.
Sanchez Flores lined up.
Exactly.
already.
Yeah. He definitely should have gone. You know, he
But
was in bad form.
I said this on Twitter. No matter what it is, what season, whatever, they're looking for managers at the same time. Everton and Watford.
Yeah.
I have no evidence to back that up,
Yeah.
but I'm convinced they just
Yeah.
sack their managers.
Well,
at the
you've
right
got
time.
plenty of evidence now.
Yeah, they just do it at the same time. Then they're linked with the same random managers until one of them inevitably ends up with Roy Hodgson or something, as Watford have done.
Yeah.
Probably by the time this goes out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Everton, who are they going to get?
Yeah.
No one knows really. I
They're
don't really
linked
know
with someone.
who's available.
They're linked with Pereira, I think his name is. I can look this up quickly.
There probably are. There was a manager we were linked with as well. I can't remember his name, but he seemed to be linked with every single job.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was.
Frank Lampard?
No, to be fair, they're probably. I think they are looking at him as well. I think he's like leading candidate.
That would be a
Really?
good job for him, Everton.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
To be honest.
he was very close to joining Norwich. They're
That would be
actually
poor.
very like he was in like someone I know who like does a lot of building work in Norfolk. He's like one of the biggest like building firms there. He saw him in a hotel. Like he saw him in a Norfolk hotel.
Little smack of the mic from Tom's
Yeah.
phone there.
So what's it saying? What's Sky saying there?
Vitor Pereira is in talks with Everton.
Sounds Portuguese.
Get Wolves on the line.
We don't need a new
Frank
manager.
Lampard. Frank Lampard's also due to discuss the job. It's a good job for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, it'd be great. You know, Everton have got good youth. They've got players like Ellis Sims. They've you know mentioned Anthony Gordon earlier.
Yep.
They've you know
To be fair.
yeah they've got a good. They you know Lampard we know likes his youth. Players that is. Don't take that out of context. but no, yeah, he's,
Ballocks
yeah.
Ballocks
I was
podcast
going
out
to
of
fire a joke across there, but I think we'll keep it as PG as this podcast is going to get.
Oh come on! We've come up with outrageous things.
Yeah,
in this.
to be fair, I think we could get shut down for our opinions alone.
Yeah, very
let's
true.
be honest about
Yeah.
Hwang Hee-chan being
Well,
the Messi.
Well, anyway, we said we'd speak about the FA Cup. It is on next week. Norwich do take on Wolves.
Yes, they
I
do.
personally really don't mind if we get knocked out. I do. If anything, I'd rather you did knock us out because
You need to focus.
Exactly. Our goal difference in the league is way too poor.
Yeah.
It's way too poor to not to think goal difference is what will keep us up. The only thing we should be looking at is getting 3 points where we can, and that is it.
Yeah.
Get points, and that's what will keep it. We don't care about the goal difference at this rate. It's like, after Wolves, we've got Palace in the league, which we've got to win.
Yeah, you have. That's a
We've
big game for you.
we've got to win that game. Then we have City.
Yeah, that's
Then
a
Liverpool.
Write-off. 2
write-offs in a row. But if anything, those 2 games against City and Liverpool, obviously we know we're going to lose them, but just keep it below 4. Honestly, if we keep it below 4 goals, at least the goal difference isn't going to take that much of a hammering.
Right.
Obviously, it will.
Salah's going to be back, looking to break his own record.
He will, yeah.
So,
You reckon he's going to break it?
We've got...
If it weren't for AFCON, then yeah. But
You reckon Trent's going to... What's the assist record?
20
Oh, he's
assists.
already got his own...
Well, he's going to break his own record,
He's gonna
but
break his
the
own record.
actual assist record that Thierry Henry holds is 20. Now,
Trent's got 11, hasn't he?
yeah, so we've got about half the season left or whatever.
Yeah, to get 9 assists.
Trent should.
He should. We all know how good Trent is.
Yeah,
In terms of
He could do it.
in terms of
Incredible.
attacking
He should do it.
capability.
Let's be
imagine
honest.
that. That's it's all about
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
For a
cementing your
right-
legacy.
Oh,
or what,
100%.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Best right back in the world?
Easy.
Freddie?
In terms of attacking ability, yes.
I would say all-round ability. I don't think he's a bad defender.
The thing is, we are obviously of all the things I see, it's only ever focusing on his attacking capabilities. It's
there is a
probably
lot-
very underrated in terms of defensive ability, but it's because very little people sort of analyse it in that way.
It's natural for people to criticise him defensively because he's so good going the other way. So
Yeah.
he's got a bad
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
He's not the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
defensive
got it.
right back, but he's not a calamity at the back.
But yeah, if you look at the modern day fullback,
Yeah,
they
he's
perfect.
need to
He's
be
perfect.
they need to be bombing it up and down the pitch regardless.
I mean, the thing is, remember like that all talk, was it last season or 2 years ago? There were all the talk between
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka
A
and Trent
disgusting
Alexander-Arnold.
comparison.
That's
Wan-Bissaka.
ridiculous.
Disgraceful.
That's absolutely awful. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie to you, for a point, I agreed with it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Anyway.
I get the Cancelo comparisons. That's fair because Cancelo's
Cancelo
amazing.
is
it's
just
incredible.
so good.
Absolutely
Technically
ridiculous.
incredible.
Yeah.
But he's playing left back luckily now, so you
Yeah.
can compare him to Robbo. And then
Who do you think's better?
Cancelo.
You're gonna say. I think you're gonna say Robbo.
As an all-round player, Cancelo, I think is better.
As a defender,
Probably.
I'd probably.
Robbo's good
I don't know.
defensively.
Robbo's good defensively.
I'm
yeah.
a big fan of Cancelo, but Robertson does a brilliant
I
job
think
for us.
defensively and mentality-wise, I'd go Robbo.
Yeah.
I think
I'd
all-round
probably-
player-wise, I'd
yeah.
go Cancelo.
The technical ability of Cancelo.
I would say, yeah.
He's such a good player, and he can fit in any system and a lot of positions as well. There's a reason he's a pet player.
The main reason I like Robbo is just because he's a shit house and he stands up to everyone.
Got
He
2
doesn't-
assists against Palace.
He doesn't
Yeah.
care. Robbo does not care who it is.
He's relentless.
It could be Ibra, and it'll square
Yeah.
up to him.
He's
It's like
Liverpool.
Messi.
But it's 'cause he's Scottish.
Yeah, it's like Messi.
He suits Liverpool.
Yeah.
He suits us more than any other club.
Well, to be fair, you don't. I must admit, you don't have a lot of players who I'd back to just
No,
go through
yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
And Robbo is one of them.
Yeah, Fabinho
I was about to
would
say,
do it. He's
yeah,
quiet. He's
Fabinho-
quiet, but he would do it.
Hendo.
He'd hurt.
Hendo.
Do you reckon?
Character.
I don't think
Seen the
Character-wise,
he wouldn't
passion in
crunch
that
anyone.
man.
He wouldn't crunch anyone, but
If
he'd
he
be there
needed
squaring up to
to,
someone.
if he needed to, he'd fly in.
James Milner.
yes. Okay. New
He
topic.
loves Ribena.
New topic. I got one for you. Best cruncher in the Premier League.
Best who?
Cruncher in the Premier
Oh.
League.
If Sunderland was still about, Lee Cattermole.
Come on. Currently
In the
playing.
Premier
Currently
League
playing.
currently?
Yes, currently. We can talk about like all time in a sec, but currently in the Premier League.
Wow,
So-
that's a fantastic question.
Outside the box here, Hamza Chowdhury.
Ooh.
Because he's
Ooh.
he's injured like long-term injuries, a couple players with it.
Yeah.
And every time he plays, he just seems to get 1 or 2 challenges in there, whether he means to or what, where you just think, okay, you could be sent off for that.
Right. I'm saying John McGinn.
John McGinn. Oh, that's not a bad shout.
John McGinn.
As much as I can't stand him.
Well, I love John McGinn.
If we're talking all time, Lee Cattermole takes it.
Yeah,
Lee,
I'm
Lee
gonna go with
Cattermole
you.
wins. Lee Cattermole or Vinnie Jones.
Ooh,
Roy
Vinnie
Keane.
Jones.
We can't not say Roy Keane.
You rank him better. You rank him more of a cruncher than Patrick Vieira.
Yes.
Do you?
Roy Keane. Did you see what he did to Alfie Inga Haaland?
I didn't.
Oh, God.
The
I
fucker.
haven't seen that.
And he's great.
Alfie Inga Haaland injured Roy Keane.
Yeah.
And Roy Keane was on the floor in pain.
Right.
And Alfie Inga Haaland tells him, get up and stop faking it. Keane comes back, plays against Alfie Inga Haaland, ends his career. Literally forced him to retire by breaking his leg.
Not one to hold a grudge, is he? Roy Keane.
Oh, of course not. No, never.
That's his job, isn't it?
Oh, jeez, really?
Well, anyway, we're getting off top. We'll go back FA Cup.
Oh.
We have to talk about Kidderminster.
Kidderminster Harriers. I'm wearing the tracksuit bottoms right now.
Oh, I played youth. I had trials
yes,
at Kidderminster.
I didn't just have trials. I played there for 6 years.
Oh, Kiddy friends. Oh, Kidderminster friend.
Yeah. You'll be laughing when we've got Russ Penn sat in that chair and we're chatting to him after we're in the fucking Premier League, mate.
Yeah, maybe not in your lifetime, mate.
No, probably not. Let's be honest.
Maybe if they cryogenically freeze your body.
Honestly, I'd do that if we started getting promoted.
Obviously, Kidderminster Harriers beat Reading.
I was there. Yeah, I was
beat
on the
Halifax
pitch.
Town, beat Grimsby.
What a moment.
What a
Reading
moment
game.
that Reading game was amazing. I
was
mean,
absolutely
Raphael,
unreal.
their keeper,
Oh,
how much
that's
did you pay him?
sham-
How much was he paid?
Oh, I don't know.
50p.
It's dodgy.
50p.
Fuck you, bastard.
50
dodgy,
bits.
innit? It looked really dodgy. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but obviously, regardless, what a moment. They've got West Ham at home, massive game, obviously. Probably going to be a record attendance.
Right, we need to be having a conversation about this. Like, Harriers, I don't want to slander you here. Right, I've been to every FA Cup game. I went to Grimsby. I went to Reading. I went to the previous rounds when we were in the preliminary rounds and all that. However, I can't get a ticket to West Ham if I didn't go to the Halifax game. Do you want to know where I was for the Halifax game? I was at fucking Wembley. I was at
that
Wembley.
was a great women's FA Cup final.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
a
it was
brilliant.
a
Oh,
good
what a final. That
By the
was.
way, Sam Kerr.
Sam Kerr,
Glorious finish.
unreal
Frank
player.
Kirby.
Frank Kirby as well, great player.
Questionable Arsenal defending. Keeper kept
They
him
were
in.
really bad.
Yeah,
Compared for a side that's...
they
they
hadn't
might
lost.
still be top of the
They
Women's
hadn't
Super
they
League.
hadn't lost at all at that point in the season.
And they
got battered.
Yeah, they got torn apart.
It could have been like double figures if the Arsenal keeper.
Oh,
had
yeah.
been.
Easy.
Zinsberger was incredible in
It was
26.
absolutely insane. But that's completely off topic. Like, how ridiculous is that? I can't go.
You should be guaranteed a ticket.
I know.
Really.
If
It's
you've
ridiculous.
been to the last round,
Yeah, I thought that was how it was going to work.
yeah,
If anyone is listening that can get James a ticket,
Yeah.
please do.
And I
please
will
drop him a line on our email. The email is absolute bollocks.
absolute bollocks at gmail.com.
It probably is that.
I think it
actually.
might be,
I
actually.
you know what? If we've got that spot on without even knowing the email address.
It's not really believable though, is it? You're saying, write this down.
Oh
mate.
no, sorry.
Absolute bollocks.
It's absolute bollocks at absolutebollocspodcast at gmail.com.
Oh, we were close.
Very, very
We were
close.
Close enough.
But we do need to make sure we keep up to date on all the socials, especially with tonight's affairs.
Yes.
We need to start on the train. We need to start
Yeah.
on the train. We'll do the TikTok as well.
Yeah.
We need to get that going.
Anyway, just to wrap up Kidderminster Harriers, what is your genuine score prediction? Like, I don't want any deluded, oh, we're Harriers and we've won all the games. I want a genuine, full-on, honest, unbiased score prediction for Harriers versus West Ham.
1-0 West Ham.
I'm going 2-0.
And it's going to be late.
I'm saying 5-2 West Ham.
5-2.
I think you'll go 1-0 up, concede 4, get one back, and then concede late on.
I reckon it's going to be a really late winner for West Ham. I reckon we're going to defend for our lives.
No, I do think they'll probably want, Harriers will want penalties.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the mentality they'll want. If
If
they do a smash and grab and go 1-0 up, it's going to be the messiest defensive display.
I'm going to sit behind our goalkeeper. If we go 1-0 up and we go defensive for the entire game, I will sit behind our goalkeeper in whichever stand it is. I don't care if I bought. If I manage to get a ticket. I don't care if I bought a seated ticket. I'm standing behind our goalkeeper for the rest of the game.
I reckon it'll be 0-0 going to like the 44th minute. Then
Yeah.
West Ham will get one.
Yeah.
Kill your hopes a bit. And then talking about 80th minute, get another. Just kill the game off.
Yeah.
No,
Kill the
nothing
game off.
exciting.
There's so many 2-0s end like that.
Yeah,
Like, honestly,
nothing
two
exciting.
2-0s are always you concede early and then you always dominate and you concede late.
The dream is
Misery
for
compare.
Kidderminster to go through late on, last gasp.
Yeah.
The absolute dream is to win the game. Obviously,
The thing is, like, we've had a brilliant cup run, and
of course, it's
you know,
for a team, 2 leagues off League Two. to get in the 4th round of the FA Cup.
It's going to end sooner or later. You can't sit and dream.
They've got enough money from getting into this round of the FA Cup anyway.
Yeah.
At least it might end at home. That might be.
Yeah.
You'd rather it end at home than have to travel away.
But if we beat West Ham, like, that is a huge story.
If you beat West Ham, that's up there with one of the greatest FA Cup upsets.
That is ridiculous.
100%.
That is like huge.
Ugh.
And the thing is, like, we're almost definitely going to draw a Premier League team in the next round. In this round, I really wanted Brighton, because if we drew Brighton, I'd have gone.
Yeah, I think away tickets would have sold out very quick though.
Yeah, true.
We'll
But
just get home tickets if it came to it.
yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, I don't know when the tickets come out, because the thing is, I can't get one. So the first release was for season ticket holders. Second release was for season ticket holders and whoever went to the fucking Halifax game.
God.
And they haven't released when general sale goes.
You're going to be there like spot on. You need to find out when it is.
Yeah,
I'm
you
go- I'm
need
not-
to be there,
I reckon
like
it's going to be
9 a.m.
It's going to be. I think it's 10. I think
You've
it's
gotta
10
be
on
up.
whatever day. If there's any tickets
So you
left.
don't wake up early.
Oh no,
for,
we know.
for this.
It gets better that time.
True. But for this, I would. But I don't think I can afford all the travel as well.
No.
Oh yeah, I was thinking I wanted to try and find Liverpool FA Cup tickets. I'm sitting here like, can I really afford to go to Liverpool?
Yeah,
Probably not.
It's long.
I mean, the thing is, Wolves tickets are probably going to be going. I could probably come.
I don't think we'll take that many away either. I don't know.
You're not going to go. You don't think you're going to go Wolves Norwich?
Oh no.
No.
No, not if it's in Wolves. You know, it's long from here.
Yeah, it is.
It's other side of the country, effectively.
Yeah, to be fair, it's a 4-hour train journey, and I do it every time I go home.
Yeah. Well, anyway, well, I don't really know what else we've got covered, unless you've got something down there on your.
Not really. I mean, I wasn't very happy with Tom's what go to football pie. You know.
I'm not a veteran in this game.
We
I'm
are
making
going,
my debuts tonight, basically.
Yeah, the debut.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
We will be posting that on social media whenever you get your pie. However, we've covered no one in Sussex melts cheese on cheesy chips,
Disgraceful.
which was
Melt
absolutely
them.
disgusting.
I
just say-
don't care if it's like shitty plastic cheese or nacho cheese like White.
Do you think they'll serve them tonight? Because if we
No,
do, like,
they won't.
yeah.
All I'm getting is pie and mash.
Pie and mash.
I'm not getting.
I just
I'm not
remember
getting chips.
your face was Eastbourne, and you're there, you're going, right, I'll get some cheesy chips, and I'm standing behind you in a line, and he gets these
when
cheesy
he whips
chips.
the Tupperware box out the
Yeah, he
fridge.
gets the
The
chips
look
out,
on
and I'm
your
thinking,
face.
hang on, where's the cheese? He gets the Tupperware out the fridge.
I'm pissing myself behind you, thinking he's been done there. It's just
Oh,
an incredible moment.
You should have seen my face at Hayward Seafood. I was probably even more depressed because they didn't even get it out the tub. They just gave it to me.
They didn't give you hot chocolate over.
Yeah, got a hot chocolate.
bought hot
I
chocolate,
stood there for about 5 minutes, like, I'm just waiting. I've not got. Oh, you've not given me one.
And we just walked off, didn't we?
So I got a Fanta lemon at half time.
You met the Hayward Heath chairman, though.
Oh, what a fun.
We did.
bloke.
First time I've
Great
met him.
bloke.
Brilliant guy.
Lovely
Nice
bloke.
Honestly,
Go on
absolutely
then.
brilliant.
You write for the club. What's his name?
Steve Isherwood.
Steve, we got there. Yeah.
Boy, if you could see his face, if we had cameras on and you could see his.
Yeah.
And the cameraman was Will Charlton.
Yeah, that's right. What a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've covered cheesy chips. We've covered Josh Sargent scoring the goal of the season.
Not enough though.
I think that's what we
Yeah.
spent the longest on.
Probably, yeah.
It's ridiculous. We spoke about Norwich winning 2 on the bounce.
Again, second time this season.
Second time this season. We've
It's funny,
spoken.
all of our 4 wins have been 2 lots of back-to-back.
Not bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
We've spoke about Wolves unbeaten in 6.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we spoke for that long enough. However, I do have one topic left, which we haven't covered yet.
Right, this will make up the last 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I'll have a
last
long one to
20
talk
minutes. Tom!
Right.
for. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Nelson Semedo!
Let me talk to you about Nelson Semedo. Right? Okay.
He's just a shit Diogo Dallo.
He's
He's-
good.
right.
Oh, come on.
Listen, last season.
Come on, you ramble on as much as you fucking want.
Hey,
Whenever I
you're gonna
watch-
hurt people's ears.
Whenever I watch this Semedo,
Max
Aaron's, the right back.
is the best right back.
He's just-
the Premiership.
last season he was a calamitous defender,
Yeah,
and under Nuno he was just terrible.
Yeah.
And going forward he wasn't much better either.
No.
This season he's been better, but I wouldn't like him in my side. I don't really.
Well,
he's
what
pretty
really-
He's no
reliable.
Trent, is he?
You can obviously anyone you can say like, oh, you don't want him in your side. At the end of the day,
Who
Look
else?
at us.
your
we've
right
got.
back options, even Simicast at right back could do a job.
I'd just like. Last season he was comparable to Junior Firpo of Leeds. He's grown out of that now. But
Ow.
I watched.
Ow.
I'm adjusting my
Who
agenda
actually
now.
plays left back for Leeds now? Is it that Shackleton? Well, Stuart Dallas.
Yeah.
I thought Shackleton were a centre mid.
I think he's played left back though this season. Pretty
No,
sure.
it's just Firpo now is where my agenda's
You've moved on to
going.
Firpo, haven't
Because that guy, I don't know why he's there. He can't defend. Was he from Barca?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then-
they always seem to come from Barca. These right backs I don't hate.
Obviously,
Well, I do
Bielsa's
hate.
style. We know Bielsa's style is very much high press and just getting in there and just attacking
Yeah.
the players. We know his murder ball training and all that. Whatever.
He's him and his assistant. I was talking about this to someone the other day. They could make a great duo
Oh,
for a Netflix series.
you went on
Well,
another
they've got
podcast,
a-
did you, Tom? How dare you?
He went on another fucking podcast. No, well, they had that Amazon thing, Take Us Home.
But I'm not
which,
saying a
which
documentary like that.
I was in actually for about 5 seconds.
Were you
But,
actually?
Yeah, I went to Leeds away and we smacked the silly cunts 3-1.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to bleep that.
Well, if there's one word we'll censor, it's that word that you usually use to.
Describe Josh Sargent. And he goes.
No, I'm sort of that. No, well,
But just imagine, right? Picture this.
Yeah,
There's
go
a BBC One murder documentary, not documentary,
murder document.
a murder,
Poor. He was really upset. Patrick Bamford got injured, wasn't he?
a murder drama, and Bielsa and his little translator play the
Thing is,
detectives. Come
His
on,
translator apparently. Bielsa actually speaks better English than
I've
his translator.
heard. What a shithouse!
Yeah, it
What's
was
the
a
shithouse?
Bielsa shithouse in it, and I love it.
But you can't see a bit of Sherlock Holmes, but Bielsa and his translator. I can see it now. I'm
be fair.
pitching it to BBC.
He'll have his little squat thing. He sat there on his haunches. Like,
Imagine that interrogating you.
yeah, man, I'd shit myself.
I would reveal what he wants to know straight away. Gets his bucket out. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's enough. Mate.
Do you reckon-
All right.
Do you reckon he's the scariest manager in the Premier League?
No.
No.
No way.
Who is?
No way.
Who
He's
is?
the scariest manager in the Premier League.
Well, I'm
You
convinced.
talk about crunching tackles and Patrick Vieira.
Yeah.
You got a point.
Vieira, Klopp when he's angry. Guardiola.
I thought that's who
we've
you were gonna
seen.
say there,
We've
yeah.
seen Guardiola tell the lads to sit down,
Yeah.
and nobody talks.
Sit down.
He's
Sit
a bit
down.
of
Sit down. Nobody talk.
He's a bit of a psycho. Guardiola's a bit of a psycho because you saw his recent interview. They drew with
Oh yeah, with
Southampton.
Southampton. Great, best
Yeah.
performance, more than you can believe. We are so happy, more than you can believe. Best this season.
That's not
By
bad.
far.
Best.
That
We are
is
so
good
happy.
impression.
That's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Should we do an episode where we try and imitate
I can
other,
do it. Well, Dean Smith's just a brummie. That one's easy. I thought we played really well today. We limited. We limited Watford to. I don't know what's happened there. We limited Watford to 0 goals. We were really good.
You know, it's
We lost to Villa. But we had to lose to
taking
Villa.
the piss a bit here.
I thought that was him speaking for a second.
The thing is, I don't even sound like I'm from Birmingham.
No, you don't. You sound like you got a cold.
I, know.
Got a
I basically
permanent
always
cold.
do. No, honestly, but I think we've had a brilliant conversation here, boys.
Oh,
We
yeah,
have.
well,
It's
well,
been
you know,
close.
yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant. We've spoken about anything really.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what. That's kind of the plan. That's kind of what we plan
Well,
to do.
it's
every
like the
single week.
description on the YouTube channel. We talk about footballing opinions and just bollocks.
Oh, the bollocks.
We're just fantastic.
The thing is, we don't claim to be football experts. However,
No.
what we do claim
But
to be
our
football-
opinions are 100%
correct. Yes, of course. However,
Nelson Semedo is in fact the worst, right?
No!
We know that Josh Sargent is the best American in the Premiership.
I think the one thing we can claim to be experts on is football food.
Oh well, we
I'll
gotta
let you
prove
two
ourselves.
take that. You
Well,
two
I'm
can
not,
have
well, I
that.
wouldn't really say I'm a footballing expert on food. I just get a puck of pie and I'm satisfied.
Yeah, but you know what pie to get.
Well, yeah.
At least you don't get a fucking hot dog. Like someone.
We don't get a rollover hot dog.
roll
It was
over
a great hot dog.
Or the,
Speaking of
or the,
which,
or the
actually,
waffle
if
hot
I
dog.
speak about food quickly, I'm just saying the worst food I've easily had was Sheffield Wednesday. Went
Yeah.
there, lost 5-1 away,
Yeah.
which very much upset me. But definitely it was, they gave me this steak pie, or my mate a steak pie, I should say,
Yeah.
the one that got it. He opens this pie up, no gravy. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not even exaggerating. There was no gravy. There was just lumps of steak.
Just dry pie.
Oh.
Dry pie.
Dry pie. Damn. Why have we got so quiet?
It's like a horror story.
It's fucking depressing.
It's a horror story.
Yeah,
Voice
that is a
break.
campfire. Let me tell you a tale.
Telling horror stories to the poor kids. It's like Peter in Family Guy when he sat like the factory camp and he's like, and then there was no gravy in the pies.
Yeah, we've had plenty of horror stories today. No gravy on pies. Nelson Smader apparently being the worst right back in the league. Which
Oh
I don't-
no! I
which I
mean,
don't
these opinions
particularly
are going to
agree
get
with.
taken horribly.
Oh no, it's
You
going
know,
to be
it's
awful,
gonna be-
isn't it?
You know,
If anyone listens to it, Owen, please post it on overtime.
Get Lee Jackson.
Owen,
Don't
get it
listen
on
to that, Lee.
Owen, get it on overtime, mate.
Mate, honestly, Lee Jackson, I commend your work rate. Honestly,
yeah,
can we
honestly,
stick
the
you in the
boy.
Wolves midfield?
The boy, he loves it. He writes about snooker. He does his retro.
He loves his retro. He loves his retro.
He's done
remix,
two
doesn't
of
he?
them. He did. I know he did that. Don't worry, Lee. I've seen your Fulham Atletico Madrid one. You know, it was nice. You know, obviously he reminded me of a game I'd never watched because I don't support
of course.
Fulham.
No.
You know, I'm not.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I say I don't support.
Yeah,
Well, I was about to say,
Yeah, of course.
I was about to say I don't support a yo-yo club. Forgetting that I support the most
The
relegated
definition
teams.
of a yo-yo
I
club.
think most
we have got the most relegations in Premier League history. 6, I believe.
6.
If you give it 2 years, you can add to that as well.
I think they've all been in my lifetime.
Oh, God.
Or 5 of them have been in my lifetime. But oh well, we've got Dean Smith now, and honestly, that man cheated goal line technology to stay.
Oh,
in the
yes.
league. Don't think he won't keep us.
Oh
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
He
Honestly,
will perform his dark arts.
that was ridiculous.
No,
it
that
was,
was
it was.
stupid.
And look at Villa now. Look
Yeah.
at them, right? Who they're bringing in. They
You
should
know, they
be
got
in
Steven-
the Championship.
Steven Gerrard,
Yeah, it's
Phil
just-
Coutinho, Emi Buendia.
They're probably. You reckon they'll bring in Luis Suarez?
No.
No, I don't think they've got the wage.
don't think it'll happen?
I don't think they've got the wage.
I don't think it's a
left
smart
over.
deal either.
No,
It's not a smart
Suarez
deal.
is what
34?
Yeah,
34.
he's getting on. He's getting on
Yeah.
in age, but we know he can probably still do a job. can't
Yeah, I reckon he can, but
he? You know, when he's coming up against Max Killman,
he's going to get broken.
when he's up against Grant
absolutely
Hanley and
broken.
Ben Gibson.
Actually, you know what? That quick topic to end it. Right?
Very quick, go on then.
Does Max Killman deserve an England call-up?
Yes.
I've not watched him enough to comment. I can't really say anything.
Tom, you
on
said
that.
yes. Go
Yeah,
on.
he deserves an England. If Tyrone Mings is getting called up to the England squad, then Max Killman should be in line for an England call up. So should Fikayo Tomori.
Yeah, I
as
don't
well.
know how Tomori hasn't with how he's playing with Milan.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just the Italian league slander and the fact that we like to choose Premier League players.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true. We're very biased.
I
towards
think
our own league.
we'd.
We are very biased.
I
towards
think we'd
our
end
own
up
league.
choosing Championship players before we go to foreign leagues.
That's
and
actually a
players.
very good point. I speak to this a lot to my mates. We think for like the lesser games England play, like San Marino, Andorra, we think they should give like Championship League 1, League 2 players.
It
a
would be
chance.
interesting.
Imagine
Until we lose to San Marino.
Imagine Charlie White
Yeah.
up front with like Lucas Akins against San Marino. You'd never forget it. It'd be hilarious. You know,
'Cause the thing is-
you can have Elliot Embleton in the midfield.
Oh, yes.
Very good player, by the way. I watched him at Sunderland Ipswich. He was very impressive.
The thing is, we've got England B and C teams. Like
Oh, yeah.
the England C teams. I remember National League North and South players going to the England C teams. I remember a few seasons ago when John Eustace was still manager of Kidderminster Harriers when we were pushing second.
Yeah.
We lost to Chorley in the semi-final of the playoffs.
And now they're in the same league, aren't they, surely now?
Yes,
Yeah, 'cause
yes,
they
they
got
are.
relegated, I think,
They're
last
currently
season.
above us just by games, though. I think.
Yeah.
It is. But
They had a good. Speaking of which, they had a very good FA Cup run themselves.
they did.
They had a
Yes,
very good
yes,
run,
they
surely.
really did as well. But
Adele in the changing room.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Get me in that changing room.
But the thing was, Ed Williams and who was it? Brandon Hall both played for the England C team, and I don't know why we can't do that for the lesser games. For
No,
the
I
first
think
team.
it'd just be brilliant. I just think it'd be hilarious. You know, you've got like League Two players like Nicky Maynard playing up front with Charlie White.
Who does Maynard play for?
He was at Mansfield.
Mansfield,
but he
that's what I thought
recently
it was, yeah.
Because I looked at him and I saw he left Mansfield, and I
Yeah.
can't remember who he's. I think it's Newport County.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I know he's left Mansfield.
yeah,
But just imagine, it'd just be great.
it would.
Like, you know, you've got like
absolutely
Matt
brilliant.
J of Exeter with it'd be incredible. It'd be great. You know, you can. It'd just be amazing.
It would be. It would be absolutely insane to see Championship players and like League One. I reckon League One players would do a job against Andorra.
Yeah.
You'd hope so.
You'd reckon, wouldn't you?
San Marino, I think us.
We
three
could play.
do a
Yeah,
job.
we might as well.
Literally,
jump
San
in.
Marino play with a plumber and electricians. Genuinely, stick the uni of Brighton Panthers out, and they might just beat them.
Maybe they're not start game.
I only play half games.
I don't do that at the moment.
The
However,
benches are comfortable at Wembley, luckily.
oh, they're quite
So-
nice, yeah. Well, hopefully, I'll find out today whether I'm in the squad or not. But I think, boys, that's where we should leave it, to be honest.
I think, we've sat here over an hour spouting absolute shite.
It's
that is that's the name of the podcast.
Absolute bollocks.
What more do you expect?
I know.
We know fuck all.
I mean, if you notice the pun in the name, it is Ballocks
Yeah.
instead of Bollocks
Yeah.
because
we know ball.
we know ball.
Yeah.
But
I know what you're thinking, you dirty bastard. Yeah.
But guys, thank you very much for listening to this one. Make sure you follow us on our social
Yeah,
media.
on all the socials, it's it is literally Absolute Bollocks podcast on majority of things. On
TikTok, Twitter, Instagram,
TikTok. YouTube clips will be put up when we can get cameras. We haven't got cameras at the minute.
Can't
because
afford them.
There was, and
Student
we couldn't
life.
really borrow some anyway from the university. That's not it's all it's if they've not got any.
Paid $9,000 for this.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
But
Yeah.
Freddie, before we depart, I think we
Yes.
have to say thank you to Tom for
Yeah,
joining
Tom,
us too
absolutely
today.
fantastic. You never know, he could become a regular on this if he wanted.
I'd absolutely love that to have some actual quality football knowledge.
We actually
Come
have
on.
someone who writes about football and knows what he's talking about.
And listen, watches good teams week in, week
Yeah,
out.
he gets to watch European and Premier League champions. I get to to be fair, I do get to watch champions.
Of the championship.
Just off the championship.
Yes.
Because because we're so good.
Do I get a match ball if I appear 3 times?
If we get a camera, we will give you a match.
We'll give him a match ball. We'll sign it. And
We'll
all.
get a signed one.
Well, anyway,
boys.
that was episode 1 of Absolute Bollocks. It has been a lot of bollocks, but it's been a good time. We'll see you next week, whenever. Well, yeah, just next week. It's weekly.
It's a weekly one. We're planning to record them during the week and then hopefully upload them maybe Friday or a Saturday.
Yeah, just get them up at any time. Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully Friday or a
Well,
Saturday.
anyway, whether
next
you're
week.
listening on Spotify, on whatever whatever it's being put on,
Yep.
that's I don't do that because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, that's in my hands.
Yeah. Well, anyway, whatever you're listening on, feel free to share it with all your friends and all that bollocks.
You too, Owen.
Yeah.
Right,
Thank you everyone for listening. This has been Bish and Freddie's Absolute Bollocks, and tune in next week for a little bit more of this.
We'll see you soon.
See you later.